Good evening. Today I'm going to make a peach dump cake. Today is Sunday, March 17th, 2019. I haven't been on in a while. My mom had a stroke on February 21st and unfortunately she passed on March 5th. So we just had her funeral on yesterday. But she lived a full life. She was 90 years old. I know that to be absent with the body is from the body is present with the Lord, so I find comfort in knowing that she's safe in His arms. So it's hard because I've been wanting to pick up the phone to call her and talk to her and things like that. So it's hard. If any of you lost your mother, so you would understand. But I'm going to get through it. I just wanted to come on and say hi. And today I'm going to try the peach dump cake. I've seen several variations. I've tried several and I found one that I like the best. Most recipes says to use the white cake mix. I'm sorry, yellow cake mix. I prefer the white. So I have one package of the Betty Crocker white. And I have a second, which I'm probably going to use maybe a fourth. I have the 2 cans of the Mrs. Eden's peach halves. And I've taken them myself and I've actually cut them, sliced them. But these peaches come from the Dollar Tree, y'all. They're actually $1 a can. And they are very close. In my opinion, they may actually be better than the name brand. $1 for a 29-ounce can of peaches. You just have to cut them. So, but anyway, I'm going to use a package of maybe a half of the white cake mix. The 2 cans of the peach halves, which I'm going to cut. I'm going to use nutmeg and cinnamon. I've already placed my peaches along with the juice in this 13x9 baking dish. So I'll be back when I show you the next step. Okay, so here we have the peaches. So here we have the peaches. And like I said, there are many variations of this dish, but this is how I do mine. So, let me get this open. Hold a second. Let me come back. Here we have the peaches. At this point, I do add cinnamon, nutmeg, just because in my food, I don't like to have a raw taste. And so I want to go ahead and add a little cinnamon and nutmeg to this. I'm going to use my spatula to kind of stir it around. And this is 2 29-ounce cans of peaches that I've actually taken and cut. They're peach halves. And I took them and cut them up. And again, these you can find them at the Dollar Tree. Really good. Mrs. Eden's Kitchen. Okay? So, I'm going to take my cake mix. And like they say, dump. I'm just going to dump it in there. I'm not going to use very much of the other one. I am going to use an extra one just because, well, I bought it for this reason, but also because I like mine with a little bit extra crust, I guess, if you will, if you want to call it that. So this is the second one, and I'm adding just about half of it, a little less than half maybe. Okay, so I did that. All right, so again, now I'm adding nutmeg, just because I like it, and cinnamon to the cake mix. Then I'm going to take my fork. Now in some recipes they say don't mix it. I found that if I mix it a little bit more, it's more incorporated, and that's just how I like mine. If you don't like it that way, you don't have to do it. You know, it's your kitchen. Prepare it the way you want to prepare it. I've had people, that's not how you make hot tamales. Look, it's hot tamales to me, okay? So, this is how I do mine. Now at this point also, because I like vanilla extract, I'm going to add a little of that also. I just like the flavor that it gives. And again, just stir it a little. Now, because we're using 2 cans of peaches, we do have a little more batter. So let me get this cleaned up. I'm going to come back and show you the final thing before we bake this in the oven. I'll be right back. Okay, so here, what I have here now is butter I've cut into pats. And so all you want to do, and I've done this before. One time I had melted it. And then I read someone said that the melted butter doesn't penetrate the dish the way the others do. The pats do. So I did it this way. So when I make my own crust, I use, I think it's 1.5 sticks of butter anyway. So if I end up using 2 sticks of butter, it's not going to be too bad because I use 1.5 sticks of butter in the peach mixture, and then I use, well, 1 stick of butter in the mixture, and then I use 1.5 sticks in the crust. So this way it won't be as much butter as if I'd be making everything from scratch. So I am adding the pats of butter, and I can see that I'm going to need a little more. It's not going to be 2 sticks though. I try to get them uniform in size. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this. I'm going to go ahead and cut the other and come back and show you what it looks like when it is finished. And then we'll put it in the oven. I'll be back. Okay, I use exactly 1.5 sticks of butter pats to place on this dish. So it's going to go in the oven on 350 for about 45 minutes and it will be done. I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay. Okay, y'all, here is the peach dump cake. I'm trying to bring y'all in a little closer. See how that butter browned out? Okay, I'm gonna let this cool and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. So here is the peach dump cake. Let's cut it here. And I wish y'all could hear how it's crunchy. Let's see what the inside looks like. Ooh, it looks like a peach cobbler. And it's juicy like I like it. I don't like it dried out. And unlike a lot of people, I don't like ice cream on mine. Because I don't like wet dough. Okay, so let's taste it. Can you see it?
Push the bowl. Push it all back some. Just a little bit so the bowl be enough.
Right here?
No, push the bowl towards the thing. So.
Okay, yeah, here it is. You see that? So, because I kind of swirl it around in there, you get all the flavors. The peaches. These peaches are the best. And see, it is done. See the bread? It's good. All right. Thanks for watching. Good night.